Welcome to my channel. Today we're sharing an incredibly exciting story. Are you ready? This is self-inflicted. The couple was driving when Hans suddenly appeared behind little bro, clutching him tight. In the struggle, the car lost balance and toppled over. Thankfully, both were wearing helmets, so they were fine. May fainted. How could Beggar Liang let you off? He appeared behind, choked the S-micro-Yumlao's neck and yelled, "Holy moly! Are you out of your mind? What are you doing? I've been good to you, and you stabbed me in the back." Little bro hurriedly explained, "It's not me, it's Big May who seduced. She said she doesn't love you anymore." Hearing this, Liang was furious, using his mind to control the motorcycle, pressing little bro's head against the wheel, turning it into tofu pudding. Moments later, Big May woke up and saw little bro, now tofu. She was heartbroken, and then Liang sent a text with a bank card password, hoping Big May could take the money and live on. Y arrived unseen, and upon seeing this, she realized it was Liang's doing. She quickly called out for Big May to leave, but halfway through she stopped, and her phone fell into Y's hands. She found out the bank card PIN. At that moment, Liang showed up, while Y left without looking back. Next day, Y arrived at the ATM with the phone, and after entering the password, she found out there was $1 million inside. She decisively withdrew her own $100,000, but seeing the $900,000 left on the screen, Y's greed started kicking in, and she planned to withdraw the rest, but no matter how many times she entered the password, the machine remained unresponsive. Just then, Liang appeared again, but ultimately he let Y go because he knew Y wanted so much money to fulfill her mother's last wish. Just then, the boss came back, claiming he was a bit hungry, so he sent Y to buy food. With nothing else to do, the boss told Xiaoshan the second story, a story that took place in a girls' school. The big sister started to recount a legend about the headless nun in an abandoned chapel at school. She committed suicide for love, and even without a head, she continued to play the piano. Every night, if anyone heard piano music coming from the chapel, it meant someone was in trouble. The headless nun lived in isolation in the chapel. No one could enter or exit. She could only love God, not people, yet her heart was human. One day, she unknowingly fell in love with someone, and her prayers became piano melodies hoping for a response. As time passed, the nun's wish came true, and she fell in love with the man, but she was overcome with guilt. Torn completely between faith and love, she finally snapped and took a shot at herself. Her head ruled, but even after death, her body continued to play the piano. If someone made a wish to her, it would come true, but only if they entered the chapel alone. Cut open their palm and put a rose on the piano. When your wish came true, you must return to the chapel at 3 a.m. to play the nun's tune perfectly. No matter what you see, don't stop playing. If you fail to do so, you might face dire consequences. Suddenly, the teacher appeared, cutting off the ghost story. Everyone went to bed reluctantly. After the teacher left, a handsome young man met Big May in the bathroom, both of them sensing a mutual attraction. The handsome boy confessed quickly, taking out the necklace to put around her neck, making Big May swoon. She was ready to kiss when the big sister suddenly burst in, interrupting the romantic moment. "Why did you do this?" The reason was simple. Big sister was actually the handsome guy's ex, feeling jealous, so she came to stir the pot. The next day, he opened his locker, and suddenly a blackbird flew out, spraying blood, startling him. He spotted the big sister's bracelet on the ground, convinced it was her doing, so he angrily went to confront her. "Why can't you just let go? Why scare me with a bird?" This left the big sister confused as she retorted, "You talk in your sleep in daytime." Seeing her denial, the handsome guy angrily tossed the bracelet back, saying, "From now on, we're cutting ties. You're an evil woman." This brought tears to the big sister's eyes. Memories flooded her heart, and she told the handsome guy, "If I wanted to get back at you, it wouldn't stop here, because what you did to me can never be made up for. It's all blood." Even the gift for Big May was second-hand. That night, while swimming, the guy suddenly saw blood from his hand, panicked and left the pool. The water's reflection showed a headless figure. Could the headless nun's story be real? He had indeed entered the chapel before, made a wish, and now that wish came true. He had no choice but to return to the chapel to play the piano. As the music played, beads began to pour out all around, the sound crashing on the ground echoing through the chapel. Little bro was so scared that he stopped playing, but don't forget, the story stated, No matter what occurs, you must absolutely not stop. If you don't follow the instructions, you're going to meet your demise. Well, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Good night.